Now, if you've been anywhere near the news or social media lately, you've probably heard the buzz about Ozempic. Now, I don't know about you, but when I first heard of it, I thought it was some sort of fancy new beverage that people were drinking to stay slim, but they never work. But no, as we all now know, it's a medication and it's been making waves all over the place. It is the weight loss miracle that's helping people shed pounds faster than a curry on a Friday night. But like all things that sound too good to be true, there's a little devil hiding in the details. Ozempic comes with some side effects that you might want to know about before you decide to join the Ozempic Club, whose members include Sharon and her daughter Kelly Osbourne. Kelly even raved about it, saying, "I think it's amazing. There are a million ways to lose weight. Why not do it through something that isn't as boring as working out?" Global TV star Oprah Winfrey, she has come clean about using weight loss drugs, although she didn't specifically name Ozempic. She said, "It was public sport to make fun of me for 25 years. She then went on to say, "I've been blamed and shamed, and I blamed and shamed myself." Now, don't get me wrong. If you're one of the many who've been using it and shedding those extra pounds like a snake shedding its skin, I say good for you. But let's talk about those other things that might pop up. Because trust me, Ozempic is not just about slipping into those skinny jeans. It's got some surprises in store. You know the phrase, "you can't have your cake and eat it"? With Ozempic, it's true because you won't have the stomach for it. Not only will you not feel hungry enough, but a lot of users report digestive issues, gas, nausea, bloating, and the dreaded "I can't leave the bathroom" feeling, if you know what I mean. Some are so queasy that they can't keep food down at all. But I don't want to scare you, because in most cases this does settle after a while. It's just your body adjusting, like when you try on a pair of shoes that are too tight. They hurt at first, but once you've got through the blisters, you're fine. But the wonder drug may not be so wonderful at all. Ozempic, hailed as the breakthrough in treating obesity, has some unforeseen side effects, pardon the pun, because in recent studies it has shown that diabetes sufferers who use it have at least double the chance of going blind. You heard it here first, some side effect. Diabetes patients who took Ozempic were more than twice as likely to develop an eye condition that causes vision loss than patients using a different diabetes drug. That is according to a new study. Novo Nordisk, which manufactures Ozempic, say that the findings don't change the risk-benefit profile for it and similar drugs. But whilst the potential of this side effect may be statistically unlikely to happen to you, and obesity poses serious risks to your health, it's quite a serious side effect nonetheless. Lose weight and risk losing your sight? Not a great headline. Blindness is pretty serious. Now, before you start picturing a skinny version of yourself walking into walls, let me reassure you that this is rare, and for most people this won't happen. But it is something to keep in mind, especially if you're already dealing with other issues like diabetes or hypertension. If you start noticing that things look a bit foggy or your eyesight's not what it used to be, then definitely get your doctor to see you. Better safe than sorry. The unspoken truth about Ozempic. Now let's talk about the other side effects that Ozempic might throw at you. We've all heard that the good stuff, weight loss, improves blood sugar levels and all that stuff. But here's the thing. Ozempic doesn't just help you lose weight. It can mess with your body in ways that you didn't bargain for. Take things like headaches, for example. A lot of people report feeling like they're carrying around a migraine that just won't go away. Maybe it's because your body is adjusting to a new medication, or maybe it's just the price that you pay for trying to get into your dream body. But whatever the reason, it's no fun. Then there's the fatigue. Now, I know that we're all very busy people and none of us can afford to take a nap in the middle of the day, but Ozempic might just convince you to do just that. Many have reported feeling more tired than usual, and for some, that is just the start of a very long, sleepy road. And let's not forget the risk of dehydration. If your stomach is doing somersaults, it's easy to forget to drink enough water. And if you combine that with the potential for nausea and vomiting, and before you know it, you're dehydrated. Always keep a bottle of water handy and stay hydrated. But here's the million-dollar question. Is it worth it? Well, that is entirely up to you. There's no denying that Ozempic has become a go-to for many people who want to lose weight and get their health back on track. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Some have reported side effects so bad that they've actually had to quit the medication altogether. And then there are others who actually swear by it. Side effects be damned. Well, the bottom line is this. If you're considering Ozempic, as ever, it is best to have a good conversation with your doctor. Don't just follow the crowd. Get the facts that apply to your health and your body, because what works for one person might not work for you. And sometimes the side effects aren't worth the payoff. So finally, a cautionary tale. Whilst Ozempic is offering some pretty exciting possibilities, especially for those struggling with weight management or type 2 diabetes, it's important to stay aware of the potential downsides. Blindness, stomach issues, fatigue, these are very serious matters. So keep an eye on your health. And if anything doesn't feel right, see your GP. After all, looking good on the outside is no good if you're losing your sight in the process, is it? Take care of yourselves, and remember, it's all about balance and maybe a little bit of skepticism when something sounds too good to be true.
This drug has changed the lives of millions of people, and myself included. I don't think that I would be where I am today, mentally and physically and emotionally, only for this drug. You know, I've been on it over 2 years now. I have lost 77 pounds. My goal is 100 pounds. I will get there. My whole life has changed. So many medical issues have disappeared because of it as well. And I also, there are risks with every single medication in the world.
I hear that all the time. I hear that all the time.
Of course, because it's true.
I am fed up to the back teeth of hearing this argument where people say, oh, there's side effects with all medications. Listen, we know the reports are coming through loud and clear that for some people, not all, I accept that, but for some people, this can have a serious potential effect on their life. We've also had confirmation that it's been linked to a death. So in my view, this jab should be renamed the gamble jab, because you do not know how it's going to affect you. Yes, weight loss is a challenge. I get that. But we've got to look at more natural ways of helping people to manage their weight. And look at countries like Japan,
that's what this drug is enabling people to do, Steve. Now, I'm not going to cut over you again if you don't cut over me, okay? I wasn't finished speaking. Now, that's what this drug is.
If I think you're wrong, I will cut over you. But anyway, carry on with respect.
Are you sure? That's okay?
I am sure.
So that is true, that this drug is linked to terrible things. That's fine. But you're saying, Steve, that we have to find other ways. We have to do better. This drug enables people to do that. It enables people to look at their food. It enables people to have the peace of mind and the quiet. Because I'm going to tell you, because it switches off food noise in your brain. And when that food noise is switched off, you are able, for the first time in your life, to be at ease in thinking about your food and your intake, and not just to be consumed by it every single day. And when that happens, that in itself enables you to go ahead, join Pilates, join swimming, go walking, get out, improve your mental health.
Without having to have a jab.
But some people don't. Some people, no, come on. I'm talking about people that are chronically obese.
Are you saying that people should gamble their life on this jab?